Hey everyone! Welcome back to another pick a card reading here on my YouTube channel, Into the Light. Thank you so much for being here today and clicking on this video. So today's reading is going to be about how will your future spouse treat you? So your future spouse, how will they treat you when you are living together and married, how these videos go. So we have three groups to choose from today. We have group 1 with the tree agate, group 2 with the lavender rose quartz, and group 3 with the clear quartz. So those are your three groups to choose from. Think about your question: how will my future spouse treat me? Allow your intuition to guide you to your crystal or pile of choice. Alright, so you can find your timestamps in the description box or the comments down below. Now let's get started with your reading. See you there. All right, so if you have chosen the tree agate, you found your way to your reading. So, how will your future spouse treat you? Let's figure it out. So, we'll start with the bigger cards here. So, we have the Nine of Wands. Okay, we have the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Chariot. We have the Six of Wands. We have Simplifying Your Life. Listening with Your Heart. Actually, I'll put it down here. And we have Idyllic Times, the Garden Paradise. Okay, and then for your oracle cards, we have heart-to-heart conversations, we have passion, boat, the sword and rose, and we have passion once again. Awesome. Okay, so make sure you can see all your cards here. All right, there's a lot of cards. You might not be able to see these black ones here, but I'll hold them up. Okay. So, your future spouse, how are they going to treat you? So, your future spouse is really going to make sure that you don't have too much on your hands. Like, I really feel like with the Nine of Wands here, your future spouse is going to make sure that you're not like too overwhelmed or you're doing too much. But for some of you, I do get when you first get married, you're going to be a little bit anxious because again, this is marriage, this is something new, you're going to be with someone for the rest of your life, so your future spouse is going to help you take away those worries. Mostly getting with the Knight of Pentacles that your future spouse is going to be bringing in like a lot of the money too, so you can actually work on more of your creative passions and your hobbies. So your future spouse will be bringing in more of the money in that way, so you can focus on like your own things, right? Especially the Chariot here too, it's like they want you to succeed, they want you to do well in the things that you really love, so they know that you need enough time and enough attention on those things to do it. So I do see with the Chariot here that they're really going to put a lot of focus on your personal victories. They really want you to succeed as well, especially with the Six of Wands. The Six of Wands is about like sticking up for the underdog, right? So with the Six of Wands here, they're going to celebrate with you. They want to celebrate you. They're going to want to see you do well. They're going to want to see you succeed. So your future spouse is going to put a lot of their money and a lot of their effort into this, right? Especially for a lot of you that are worried about finances or worried about like, now that I'm married, like, will I ever have the chance to do the things that I loved doing before? Don't even be afraid of that. Your future spouse is going to make sure you keep up with your hobbies and the things that you love doing before you were married, okay? So simplifying your life here. Like even if you like look at this card, I feel like you're super, I was gonna say super. So you're gonna have like a super future spouse. Your future spouse is also going to be doing like a lot of the cleaning and organizing of the house. You might actually find that you have more time to like take care of the home too, because you have more time on your hands to do these things. You're going to be a lot more better with like your organization as well, because your future spouse might help you with that, or you'll find that because your future spouse like is more out there and working, you have more time to take care of the home as well. But as well, I'm getting that your future spouse is going to like buy you a lot of things, or you're just going to purchase a lot of things. And that's why you're always going to need to be cleaning and organizing, because you're always going to have way too many things, right? I'm getting you're always going to have so many gifts, because I'm getting like the shoes was something I was looking at, and then the clothing here. So, or blanket, whatever that might be. So I get that your future spouse is really going to buy you a lot of gifts as well. So you're always going to need to like clean up, but at the same time, like with simplifying your life, I feel like you might live more of a minimalistic lifestyle. Maybe not like Kim Kardashian's house type of minimal, but like more minimalism, more organization. Your pantry is going to be goals. Okay, your pantry organization is going to be amazing. All right. Listening with your heart as well. Your future spouse is going to help you listen with your heart. Your future spouse, whenever you have like an issue or there's a challenge you're facing or you just need some advice, your future spouse will always guide you to listen to your heart first and trust your heart, right? And trust the messages that your heart is sending you, right? And that's why they want you to work on your hobbies and like your creative things that you do in your life, because they know that's what your heart purpose wants. That's what your heart craves, right? So they're going to make sure that you have time to do those things once again. And then with idyllic times here, the garden, paradise, I feel like you're going to have a really beautiful backyard. A lot of you might live somewhere where there's a lot of trees or a forest nearby. You might live a little bit further out of the city, like so a little bit of like rural areas, or just somewhere where there's a lot of trees and garden and forest areas, I guess, and like trails. But I get with the garden too. You might have a really beautiful garden too. Your future spouse might build you a nice, really like garden, and you'll spend a lot of time gardening. Um, but as well with the butterflies, this is a very transformative time in your life, right? Very transformative time. And also with the owl, you're going to start recognizing that, you know, you can do it. Like I feel at first you were a little bit worried and overwhelmed, but you're going to realize like, you know what, this is it. Like I can do this. This is my life now, right? And you're with paradise too, again, like you're going to be wine and dine. Like your future spouse is always going to be buying you things and taking care of you. So you're going to be well taken care of. Your future spouse will know how to have some heart to heart conversations with you if there's anything that's like an issue, or even just communicating about your day or like the end of the day. Like your future spouse will always be up there with the communication. Also, this is a very passionate connection here, with passion twice actually. Feel like with allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Your future spouse might sing to you, or they might be really good at poetry. So they're always going to be like showing you their love through different types of ways, like creative ways of showing you love. Again, with boat, I feel like you're going to be traveling a lot as well. Your future spouse might also like have like a job where they travel a lot, so they'll take you. Okay, you'll get what you need. You'll receive what you need with this connection. The sword and the rose, again, this is about clarity, being truthful, also protection. Your future spouse is going to protect you. Again, like this is a superhero type of spouse, you know, they're going to do so much for you. You can be so grateful. But they will also have those vulnerable conversations with you. And then we have passion once again. So there's lots of chemistry. Y'all will be having so much fun with each other. You'll lots of loving, lots of kissing, lots of good stuff, you know, all the nice romantic things. Okay, and your future spouse, again, they're going to like buy you really nice things as well. So that's what I got for you guys. It chose group 1 with the tree agate. If you enjoyed that reading, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye now. All right, so if you have chosen the lavender rose quartz, you found your way to your reading. So how will your future spouse treat you? Let's figure that out. We're going to start with the bigger cards here. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Knight of Cups. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Eight of Swords. We also have giving birth. Okay, cool. All right, and then we have exceeding expectations. Nice. Let's bring that down here. We have power over difficulty, reclaiming your power. We have past life relationship. Okay. You deserve love. We also have Hand of Cards, palm trees, and a coffin. Okay. So, your future spouse, how will they treat you? Just make sure you can see all the cards here. Okay, let me just shift the camera. All right, there's a lot of cards here, so just bear with me. All right, so how will your future spouse treat you? Your future spouse is hella flirtatious, like very charming. And I'm picking that up immediately. Like, this person is so charming, so sweet, will like always make you smile. And it's gonna be so crazy because you're gonna be together for years and years and years. And they're still gonna find ways to make you smile. They're still gonna find ways to like keep that flame going. And I say that because we start with the Ace of Wands and the Knight of Cups, right? So there's always going to be that consistency, right? Your spouse will be very consistent when you ask them about something or you tell them like, "Hey, I would like if like you did this or whatever." They would be consistent. They're not going to like stop. They're not going to give up. They're going to make sure that you are fulfilled. All right? Also the Ace of Wands, you're going to be very like sexually fulfilled as well. Very sexually fulfilled. And with the Knight of Cups too, like your future spouse is very charming, very loving. They're always going to give you like acts of service. They're going to make sure like your love language and their love language like pairs up so perfectly. They're always going to make sure that you're doing really well. When you're like in bed and you're like, I really want water, and it's like 3 a.m. and you don't want to go downstairs, they'll go downstairs for you, you know? So like acts of service. They're going to definitely find creative ways to like make you smile and make you happy, find creative ways to show you that they love you. Like this person is like not saying that they're not going to give you gifts. Like group one, like definitely like their future spouse was always giving them gifts to the point that their house was like always filled with things. But with this group, I feel like yes, there was gift giving, but more so your future spouse like does things more like personally, like personable, like writing poetry, leaving notes on the fridge. If your future spouse makes you lunch or something, they'll leave like notes in your lunch. They're going to make sure you have enough money to, I don't know, like go to your appointment, make sure you have enough money to like go and get a massage. Like they're going to give you money to go and get massages. Like the way that they show you that they care and love you is like they put a lot of effort into making sure that you feel all right, like your body, mind, and soul, right? I also feel like your future spouse is going to really help you with um like being a little bit more healthy, like having a more healthy lifestyle. With Two of Wands here too, like your future spouse is going to help you feel powerful. Like they're going to make you feel powerful. They're going to make you feel like invincible, you know, because they're going to show you so many things about yourself that they love about you that you didn't even notice about yourself. You know, there's going to be days where you might feel down or, you know, you might feel really anxious or upset, and they're going to show you how many things that you've been doing in your life to this point and how much you are resilient and should be like shining and really like you should be very confident and really happy with yourself and everything that you've been through. Like, they're going to remind you. They're going to be like, hey, don't be crying. Like, obviously they'll let you cry and whatever, but they will like help you get back up. Like, you're not going to be down for too long. So your future spouse is really going to show you your power, but also be your supportive like teammate in a way, you know, especially with Eight of Swords, right? Some of you might deal with like some mental health challenges. Your future spouse will definitely be there for you when these things happen. They're going to show you like, you know what, maybe this is in your head right now. Maybe this is your ego talking. Maybe you're just scared, but like you know that you are capable and you can do this. So there's a lot of encouragement happening with your future spouse as well, and that's how they will treat you. We also have giving birth. So for those of you who want to have babies and want to give birth or can give birth, your future spouse, or even if like if you can't carry the baby yourself but you're going to like adopt or something like that, have a surrogate, your future spouse is going to be with you throughout that entire experience. It's going to feel like you're both pregnant, honestly. They're going to have cravings just like you. They're going to like everything, but they're going to be there during the whole process, whether you're having this baby naturally or not. They're going to be there during the whole process. They're going to be like the best parent as well, because we do have giving birth up here. It's like after like birth or after like you having this child, they're going to turn into like a super parent as well. I'm going to put so much love into your child. exceeding expectations as well as here. Like your future spouse is going to exceed your expectations. Like they're literally so excellent. You're going to be like, how did I even manifest you? Like, how do I have a love so great? You know what I mean? Like they're so caring, so responsible, so loving, so consistent, always giving you words of encouragement, always doing acts of service for you. Again, power over difficulty. Like also whenever like you might have arguments or whatever, because obviously every relationship, every marriage like that happens, you'll be able to sort through it together. Like when there are arguments, they will be able to be like, you know what, I recognize I did this and this, and I'm going to say sorry for that, and I will do, you know, better next time. You know what I mean? Like they're going to give you like really good apologies, and they're going to show you they will change after you notice something, right? And reclaiming your power. They're not going to take away your power, right? They're not going to be like toxic, gaslighting, none of that. Like they want you to be in your power. They want you to call them out on the things that they're doing, right? This is also a past life relationship. So you've been in a relationship, you've been married to this person before. And again, they know that you deserve all the love, all the love. So they're going to give you that, right? And I feel like your future spouse, even if you know, aren't millionaires or something, you're going to feel like a millionaire because you have so much love, right? And with hands of cards here, like your future spouse, with this, it's like they're going to surprise you a lot. They're going to be very strategic as well on like the things that they do for you. So you'll see they put a lot of effort into everything. With the palm tree, this is a very stable relationship that keeps on growing, and you're going to feel very secure. Like you're not going to feel like you don't have enough because your future spouse is going to be like also a provider. And with coffin here, this is like literally till death do you part. Like you will be together like till the end of time, really, with the coffin. And again, with past life relationship, it's like you've been together for lifetimes, right? So it's meant to happen. So that's what I got for you guys. That chose the Lavender Rose Quartz. If you enjoyed that reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye now. All right, so if you have chosen the clear quartz, you found your way to your reading. So, how will your future spouse treat you? Let's figure it out. The past two groups were so sweet, so very excited. So, we have the Knight of Wands, or King of Wands, sorry. We have the Seven of Wands. We have the Queen of Swords. We have the World. We have the Page of Cups. Okay, we have expecting miracles. Lovely. We have stepping into stillness. Harvest, gathering of blessings. Lovely. Then for your oracle cards here, we have keep an open mind. Love yourself first. We have ascending, kisses, and we have not enough and wedding rings. Okay, so this group got a lot of cards, like a lot more than the other two groups. So let's hope you can see all of these, but I will be picking up cards and explaining them as well. Okay. All right. So, how will your future spouse treat you? So, your future spouse, again, is going to be somebody, a little bit about them. They're going to be very creative. They're going to have their own business, or they'll be like they're going to have like a higher position in the work that they do or in their career. So, this is a partnership where you don't have to really worry about money, you don't have to worry about stability. I'm getting for some of you, your future spouse's job pays for your house or pays for your insurance or pays for like benefits. So, you're going to be set, all right? The Seven of Wands, your future spouse, like if anybody ever were trying to like mess with you or anything, they will be the first one to be like, do you want me to say something? Do you want me to do something? Especially when it comes to maybe even family. Like your future spouse will not tolerate any kind of in-laws drama. You know, the typical in-law drama, they're not messing with that, especially with this Queen of Swords coming out. They don't want any drama to even affect you, right? So a little bit more about what your future spouse will do and how they will treat you is also with the Queen of Swords, they're going to tell you the truth. They're going to be very honest. Sometimes you might not like how honest they are, but you're going to respect it. All right. With the World, I feel like your future spouse is going to treat you to a lot of trips, lots of travel. Y'all will always be away for the holidays. I'm also getting that you may even have like a cottage, right? So you'll be taking a lot of cottage trips, going to the cottage every weekend or something. Like there's a lot of travel happening. You'll be spending a lot of time with each other as well. With the Page of Cups too, your future spouse is always going to give you like little small acts of service, buying you coffee, making you breakfast, doing breakfast in bed, like those cute things that like people do when they're in a relationship, right? But also with the Page of Cups, like your future spouse is going to be very like childlike spirit, right? So they're very kind. They're going to love to play with you as well. I'm getting like this image in my mind of, water. Okay, so you're going to have water fights. There you go. With the Page of Cups here, y'all are going to have a lot of water fights, just a lot of like childlike play, right? And like have times to like go to like little trails and have like nature walks and things like that. With expecting miracles here, this gives me like the womb, like energy of the womb. So I do feel like this is probably the first person you have a child with if you want to. Some of you might have like a little bit of complications, or it might take a while for you to get pregnant, but it's going to happen like when it needs to. It's going to feel like a miracle, right? Um, this also gives me the symbolization of just growth. So I feel like your connection is going to keep on growing over time. The love that you have for each other is going to keep on growing over time as well. But again, with expecting miracles, I feel like they're going to do things for you that you won't even know that they're doing. Like they're going to surprise you a lot, okay? We also have stepping into stillness. So with this here, you're going to have a lot more time to reflect and have times to rest, right? They might even like make sure you both have like a really beautiful and comfortable bed. But a lot of rest is happening here. So I feel like your future spouse is going to do more of like, I don't know, the work or something. They're really going to take care of you. You're really going to be like, you'll feel very like luxurious and well taken care of and very secure. You're going to feel very, very secure, right? Especially with harvest here. I feel like as well you might even have like a garden as well. Your future spouse may do like the gardening or help you with gardening as well, because we do have harvest and she's holding like a corn here. But this is also gathering of blessings. So I feel like you're going to feel very blessed, and your future spouse is always going to like give you these blessings, right? They're always going to, you know, come home and like give you something, or just, just as a way of like, this is their love language, right? So they're always going to be giving you things. Um, yeah, and I feel like your future spouse is a really great cook, so they'll be doing a lot of the cooking. They'll make you a lot of your favorite meals. Your future spouse also, like, you might be like, they might be doing so much where you're like, I don't need this, I don't need this. Like, no, it's okay. We'll be like, nope, you keep it. This is for you. And you're gonna be like, I don't need this anymore. But they're still gonna give it to you. We also have keep an open mind. So I also feel like your future spouse might be a different background or just differ from you in some way. So keep an open mind. Don't just like be like, oh, I have a preference and this is it. Like, just keep an open mind, I guess. That's what this card is saying. With love yourself first, I feel like you will be warm, romantically attractive, and attract your future spouse when you put more love into yourself, more healing into yourself as well. But also with him kind of going out the door and them like kind of like looks like they're having like a last kiss, I feel like your future spouse might work a lot abroad, or just like, again, they're doing a lot of the work, so you might not see them most of the time in the day. And especially stepping into stillness, you might spend a lot of time like to yourself, like indoors, but like your future spouse will be around at nighttime. um we also have two moons here, so I also feel like you and your future spouse have like telepathic communication. Your future spouse is really good at understanding your emotions as well. Okay, we have ascending. So again, this future spouse and you, like, you're going to learn a lot from each other. You're going to feel like finally like got my future spouse, my long last lover, we have kisses. So again, your future spouse is always going to be giving, always giving to you, always showing you affection. Sometimes you might feel a little bit anxious or feel like you're not enough, have a lack in confidence, and your future spouse is going to really help you with your confidence as well. And it's great to see wedding rings because, this is a union. This is you two getting together, right? And also feel with wedding rings, you're going to have a really beautiful wedding ring, very beautiful wedding vows. Your wedding is going to be something that everybody remembers as well. Okay? So that's what I got for y'all that chose group 3 of the clear quartz. If you enjoyed that reading, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see y'all in the next one. Bye now.